I'm just back from a very pleasant evening photographing the Buxom Bells. They're a group of ladies who do an enormous amount in the local community to do fundraising, and they're passionate about the local community, the events that happen in the local community and the local community music scene. We did this interview down at the Buxom Arts Centre, which is one of our local music venues. To be honest, we didn't anticipate it would be that busy. It turned out that there were many groups there, so we ended up having to do the photographs and the interview in the garden. That means there is a lot of ambient noise. There's points in there which maybe the sound quality isn't 100%, but please bear with it because these ladies have a very, very important message. And if we were all as passionate as they are, then perhaps the world would be a bit better place. If this is going to be the beginning of a series of interviews or conversations with people involved in local music. If you like what you see, please subscribe. The channel currently has about 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty good, but that would be nice if we could make that a bit more and have a little bit more engagement, because live music is dying on its legs in small venues up and down the country. And if we can all do a little bit more to help, then maybe, just maybe, some of these venues, some of these great artists will be able to thrive instead of struggling to survive. Anyway, that's enough from me. Let's listen to what the ladies have to say. Please be aware of the sound quality, and I will be dropping in some stills from the evening as we go along. Thanks a lot.
Quite stern, wasn't it?
Right, so in your own time.
Are we running now?
We are running now.
Right, okay. Right, so here we are, the Buxom Bells. The Buxom Bells here to talk about us as per usual.
Okay.
As per usual. So my name is... we got there already. Blimey, did you used to be the mayor?
Actually, yeah.
You used to be the mayor. Did you know that?
I've heard that.
Yeah. Wowee. Okay, so we've got Annie. She used to be the mayor. We've got Rachel.
Can we not introduce ourselves?
All right, I thought you wanted me to. Blimey. Bloody hell, that's going well so far.
I'm Annie. I used to be the mayor.
I'm Rachel, and I've never been the mayor.
I'm Juliet Hamilton. I've aspired to be the mayor for many, many years, but instead of becoming the mayor, I fraternise with mayors instead. I particularly fraternise with Annie because she's been the mayor.
So why are we here?
We are here to promote Buxom Bells.
We are.
Because not only did we produce a calendar last year, which I'm sure everybody bought a copy of that.
Right,
That was the wind.
Please excuse the dickheads of Buxom and carry
The
on.
ones with small penises.
Right, okay. So we produced this calendar for breast cancer research, and we actually we raised £4,000. We did all sorts of things as well, apart from just modelling and selling the calendar. A topless calendar, by the way, wipe clean as well.
A special edition had a free box of tissues
Yes,
to go with it.
yes. Luckily as well, very, very luckily.
But we're lucky to still have our boobs.
Yes.
See?
Yes, which was
So
what
there you go.
which was what it was all about.
Pair of
And
boobs.
the calendar itself
Pair of
was a
boobs.
very, very serious subject, and it was based on the idea of from the film The Calendar Girls, where the Women's Institute got together and did a topless shoot. So actually nothing seedy about it at all. It was purely about raising money.
And my mum was in hospital. Well, my mum's had breast cancer for 7 years, so she was in hospital at the time when we did it as well, so it was even more poignant. And obviously we had people in the calendar that were breast cancer survivors as well. Some of the ladies that modelled were
Yes.
breast cancer survivors.
Yeah, and they've had two of the ladies, was it two, had mastectomies, and they were brave enough to model for the calendar as well, which is great. And it was an absolutely great bonding session. We really, really bonded. I've said this before, and I can't say that enough. It was great.
Actually, before we did that, we did do the fashion show as well. We
Oh
did
yes, we did.
fashion
Was
show.
that when you were the mayor?
That was
Yeah,
that's when you were
the
mayor.
mayor.
Annie was mayor.
Yes, I had a chain and everything.
Yes,
You
did,
were
didn't
the
you?
mayor.
You had a chain. Yeah, and it wasn't a bob chain, was it?
No,
Like
it
you
was-
usually
No.
were. Yeah.
You were proper mayor.
Proper
mayor.
man. And you modelled as well, didn't you? And you modelled.
Yeah.
We did in the fashion show.
Yeah. Oh, it was good. Oh, that fashion show was just brilliant.
We raised
I
£2,000.
I have put on so many fashion shows at so many different venues, all over the place for the last 40 plus years, but that is one of the shows that really sticks in my mind. Just the camaraderie and the way everybody just got stuck in and offered their time. Everybody volunteered their time for free, and it was brilliant. And Mark Page was the one who instigated it all, so hats off to him.
Yeah.
And we raised a couple of £1,000 for that, and it was based on the fashions themselves came from Wickham Food Hub. They were donated, charity donations that I just pimped and turned into something completely different, and then put them on the models and put them on the stage.
Brilliant.
It was great.
Okay, tell me about the radio station, because you mentioned this a couple of times this evening before we started doing this, and I still don't know what's going on.
But then we'd have to kill you.
Well, the Buxom Bells had to go another step further, really, didn't we? We
don't
couldn't do
know when
everything
to
that
say
we've
no,
done.
do
We couldn't do
really?
everything that we've done over the past few years, and they just grind to a halt. So the next step had to be either Hollywood or Wickham Sound, and we plumped for Wickham Sound. I mean,
It's
really,
closer.
really, yeah.
So what are you actually going to be doing?
Well, once a month.
Although we've been asked to do more than once a
Potentially
month,
more than
so
once a month.
yeah.
We're going to have a show because Buxom Bells, there's a group of us, so we're hoping that more of the Bells will be coming on to talk about themselves.
Yep.
And it started off, I think we sort of talked about doing a podcast, and then we thought we'd approach Wickham Sound, and we put it to them that we could have a well, we originally said once a month, but again, hopefully more than that.
The feedback was, why only once a month? When the guy
Once they'd heard how wonderful we were.
when they heard the demo, so that was quite good.
And with some local bands, hopefully some guests talking about what's on in Wickham, talking about
Women's
us,
health,
women's health,
men's health,
mental health, anyone's
mental
health.
health.
Yeah, we
What's
wanted.
going on?
Will there be cats involved?
Potentially there will be cats.
Will there?
Yeah.
No. Pictures over my dead body.
Now, girls, don't fight over the cats.
A dog issue and a cat issue.
Would that make you happier?
What about Mogadishu?
We'll have one of them as well.
We could have all three. The world is our oyster.
Okay,
We'll have an oyster issue.
So yeah, so
Oysters
it might
as well.
it might sound like we haven't got this plan, but we actually have. We have it all in writing.
It's like a steel trap.
We have an awful lot of subject to cover, but then hopefully this will be ongoing, so we'll need that ongoing time to cover all the shows we're going to do. We want to do interviews as well. We want to invite bands on. We want to, as well as talking about women's issues and women's problems and etc. We want to talk to men as well, who might have problems or issues, because men don't talk about those sorts of things enough. We just happen to know somebody. We have somebody in mind, but we won't mention his name.
No, we won't.
Because we don't want to scare him at this stage.
Yes.
Okay, so not the mayor's ball.
Not the mayor's ball. Not the mayor's ball again. Was an event we had a couple of. God, when was it? March. Yeah, because it
Wasn't that long ago, was it?
So when I was the mayor,
Were you the mayor?
Traditionally,
She was the mayor. Were you really the mayor? The mayor of High Wycombe?
I was.
No.
It's
Oh my
unbelievable.
God, Annie.
So
We know the
traditionally,
mayor of High Wycombe.
traditionally the mayor has a ball, so the mayor can choose charities and fundraise for them throughout the year. And a lot of the mayors, which is fabulous, have a ball at the end of the year. And I thought, I don't really want I didn't really want to have a ball, and I got really panicky because I thought I really don't want to have a ball, but I want to have something. What can I do that would be really nice but really cheap? Because we were coming out of lockdown, everyone was skint, everyone was a bit stressed out, and I like all kinds of music really, but I thought, I want to go to a gig, I want a gig. Well, why don't we have not the Mayor's Ball? So I approached two of the bands, local bands who are fabulous, Public Service Announcement and the Useless Eaters, who are our mates, who are fabulous, who are brilliant, who are really generous with their time. And
supported the
tend
Bells a
to
lot,
kind of
haven't they?
agree to doing really stupid things, which is excellent, and said we want to do a gig. Because
Well, we just wanted to
obviously
get into bed with them, didn't we?
we were going to
We
do a
wanted to
Paulie
do
Yates.
in the
We'll
bed
do
with
that.
Paulie
We'll do it.
Yates.
We'll get
Was
there.
that Jeeves?
I can't remember actually.
What?
Was it Jeeves?
What suggested it?
No,
Oh.
that's probably us that's
No, we suggested it.
We're getting into
In
bed
fact,
with all of
Paulie
them.
Yates, I
Yeah.
love Paulie Yates. Everyone slags her off, and everyone talks about
do
her.
they? Do they?
In the last,
Great.
God, yes, she gets
Oh,
such
is
bad
she?
publicity, but she was really funny. She was
She
really
was.
clever. She was brilliant.
she was
And you look
amazing.
at some of the early stuff she wrote, she was absolutely fantastic, and I love Paulie Yates.
Yeah.
Anyway, so not the Mayor's Ball. So I thought, well, let's do a gig. So this was 2022, and those two bands played, and we'd had a Battle of the Bands in Wickham, and there was this three young women who formed a band called Weird Aunt, who absolutely blew me away, because I wanted to get another band to support PSA and the Useless Eaters. And Claire Moon actually said to me, because I went to be a judge on the Battle of the Bands, and she said,
Was that when you were mayor?
it was actually, yes.
Oh!
I've got some photos somewhere, I'll show you. Yeah. And Claire Moon said, I know exactly what band you are going to choose.
Did Claire know you were the mayor?
She did. And so I sat there in my chain, because I was the
And nothing else,
And-
just the chain.
and they introduced the bands, and they came on. They're all brilliant youngsters, great, really good to see young people involved in live music. So it was a really positive event all the way through. And the girls that are in Weird Auntie, they were doing their A levels. I think they're all at Wickham High. They've all gone on to uni now. Literally, they walked onto the stage, and without even hearing them play, I wrote, "This is the band I want," because just the way they wrote, the way they walked on, I just thought I could feel the hairs go up the back
Oh,
of my neck. I
really?
thought,
That's fab.
they are awesome. So they played, they were absolutely fantastic, and we raised a good amount of money. But it wasn't just about raising money; it was having a really good time, doing a gig, having something that was affordable. So 3 really decent bands for a tenner, and raising a bit of money for charities. So that was really good. Anyway, fast forward another couple of years, and our lovely Paul Turner, Councillor Turner, is the mayor. So I said,
Oh, you weren't the mayor then?
no, I wasn't.
Oh.
It was only 1 year of
Oh,
my
you
life.
were, yeah.
And
We need to get you
It
back
was
as
like
mayor.
a life
no,
I mean, Andy Burnham's been mayor for 8 years already,
I know,
and
but
now he's
that's
got
a
another 4
different-
years.
This is a different kind of mayor in Wickham. It's a kind of a ceremonial thing. And so anyway, I can't remember where I was now.
You were the
You're-
mayor.
So I
You were
said
the
to
mayor.
Paul, I said, can I do another gig? And he went, yes. And I kind of forgot that I wasn't the mayor anymore, so I just went and organised it, and we called it Not the Mayor's Ball again, and we did the same kind of poster, which had really worked well, and we got Useless Eaters back and Public Service Announcement, and this time we got another young band called Parliament Ruins, who were fabulous. Again,
yeah.
4 youngsters
Lovely boys.
came over, and it's just great to see young people involved in music and playing some covers.
And they're
some
proper
of them
punk boys
yes.
as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
They
and,
really are.
And it
And
was
making
ace.
their own clothes.
Yeah.
Just fab.
Yeah, exactly. It was a really, really positive night. It was fabulous. We raised a bit of money for charity, and I mean, I'm really crap at raising money actually, because I never think it's about what you make. It's great to have a target, but it's the fact that
You're not really crap at raising money. You just raised £4,000 for breast cancer.
You have
Yeah,
a lot
but
of
not me on
holidays.
my own.
You have a that of holidays abroad though, don't you?
I'm just going
Oh,
to
is that where the rest of the money went? We raised £6,000, but she nicked 2 of it to go on holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, these dodgy mares.
I went to Turkey
Dodgy
to get my
mares.
teeth done. But it's about involving the community, and so someone who can't afford to kind of give a 50 quid donation, if they give a fiver or 10p or whatever, I think they should feel just as welcome as someone who gives a massive corporate donation.
Yeah.
It's just having that
Absolutely,
absolutely
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But if anyone would
atmosphere.
like to sponsor us,
Yes,
we're looking for
we are
sponsors.
We are.
Sponsors.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell me about the Barbies.
Where is she?
The
Where's she?
Barbies.
Where is she? Where's she gone? There she is.
The one
The
and only Barbie that's left.
Well, it was punking up. I'm pimping these
Hello.
Barbies
Mummy.
on behalf
Mama.
of very naughty girl. Just stop it. Just because you're being
Did the
filmed.
bees up, looks.
Mummy's
Stop it.
Mummy's talking now.
I'm talking. Put your arm. Put
He's
your arm
looking at
down.
us like we're completely mad. And we are.
This was a labour of love. I started doing the first few, and then I couldn't stop. And I think I did over 50 in the end. Literally like an addiction. I just could not stop doing these Barbies. And then when we had them all out for the mayor's, not the mayor's ball, of course this was all fundraising as well. I don't know how, we didn't actually count up how many, but I think we sold about at least half, didn't we? Yeah.
And we will be having a market stall on the 18th of May in High Wycombe High Street, and you can come and buy a lovely Barbie,
Yeah.
and all money is going to charity.
Yeah, and this is all about good girls gone bad. All good girls should go bad, shouldn't they? Yeah,
Well, we did.
Yeah, let's hope so.
It was your fault.
Good. I'll take the blame.
I was a good girl until I met you.
I'll take the blame. Yeah, that's so Germanian. What a thing to say. Yeah, nothing to do with me.
I have to say that
Thank you.
my Barbie gets some interesting looks from visitors
Which
at home.
Barbie did you buy?
Miss Faversham. But
Havisham.
Oh, did you? Miss
But
Havisham.
Havisham. But to be fair, I didn't actually buy it.
No, but look at everything you did for us, and I bought her for you to say thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thank you. Okay, so Frog Fest.
Frog Fest.
Frog Fest.
Frog Fest is the 26th
No.
of May.
Can you
Sorry, Frog Fest. For those of you who haven't been, is our festival in Wycombe. It's on the last Sunday before the bank holiday. It's ace. There's stalls, there's food, there's activities, there's really good bands. Just look on Facebook.
What it amounts to is, sorry Annie, I'm butting in again, but what it amounts to is Wycombe has its own music festival. You know?
Can I
And I
just
could
say
never
that
go because I'm
two
always at my own
stages,
festival.
two stages, all free.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
more security guards than you've ever seen before in your life, but completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
And it's got a good atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
it's a great
very
little
well
festival.
stewarded. I mean, your kids can kind of basically your kids will fleece you for money, and then you won't have to see them for the whole day. So it's
I remember going to the first one
situation,
when
really.
Lauren was about 7, I
I
think.
had a stall at the first
Yeah,
one.
you did.
I
We
was
had cakes on
in
your stall.
Frogmore with the girls dressed in my
Now,
dresses.
I mean, I've had a discussion with the useless eaters about this.
Oh, yeah.
We're struggling with the frog bit. The fest bit we can get. It's the frog bit.
Because I
just-
originally
was it
on the
was
title?
it used to be on
Frogmore?
Yes.
Because it was on
It was on Frogmore.
Frogmore.
Which is an actual place,
It
is
is
it?
an actual
Yes.
place.
It's just
Yes,
the other side
Frogmore.
of, it's just the other side of the shops in High Wycombe.
Okay.
But it's just a piece that's where it started on Frogmore. So what was Claire and Matt Moon of Ruby Moon started it, and they called it Frog Fest. And it's just carried
along
on.
with High Wycombe Bidco,
No, not
and
to
then-
begin with.
wasn't it?
No. I think it was just Claire and Matt to begin with, and
No,
then Bidco got involved.
no.
Oh well, maybe they will. Yeah.
I didn't. No. Oh well. Okay.
You probably know more about that than me.
Anyway, well, I thought the people behind it, well, they're long gone now, but they were very, very proactive
Yeah.
at one stage. But yes, it was. It took place on Frogmore. They had all the logos done, which were frog with the earphones, and it just
The wristbands as well, didn't they?
it just seemed good to carry that through.
And there's some brilliant bands. We've got obviously the Useless Eaters, there's some singer-songwriters, there's the Dole Collective, which are the guys playing the massive drums.
We've got the Dole
which is-
Collective.
Yeah, absolutely
Oh,
fantastic.
No. Dole Foundation. Is it?
Yeah, I think so. I'll have to check.
Oh my god.
But absolutely brilliant day. It's a really, really good day. It goes from from the morning to about 8 o'clock at
Oh,
night.
it's fantastic.
So you're still
Yeah.
right for work the next day.
Lots of different
It was bank
stalls
holiday then.
as well.
Lots of food.
in town. Lots of
Yeah,
food
lots of
too. Yeah.
So, would you describe Wycombe then as a good place to be.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a brilliant place.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Every night of the week there's something. There's music, there's quizzes, we've got our own museum, we've got our beautiful
Chairs.
outside spaces. But yeah, we've got Chalk, Cherries and Chairs, which is a collaboration that the Chiltern Conservation Board have done, which is actually doing a lot of artistic events. They've done plays, they've done exhibitions, they did an art exhibition, they did competitions, so it's kind of bringing a lot of stuff together. But yeah, Wickham is a fabulous place to be.
Yeah.
It's got a really good atmosphere.
Well, I don't live here, and I spend most of my time here.
There's a lot of people who seem to sit at home and they don't actually go out, and they think they know what Wickham is all about despite that, and they spout on Facebook about it being a hole and don't go there, and they actually don't know. I as Annie says, there are events going on, there's different things, there are bands playing every single night, and I wish I was younger. I wish I was half my age, and then I could perhaps enjoy it more myself, because there's something for everybody.
So we came to do these photos today with Ian kindly taking photos for us to publicise our upcoming radio show. And so we got to the Arts Centre. There's the jazz quartet practicing, there's a mixed martial arts group, there is ballroom dancing, there's pottery, there's the amateur opera singing, there's the young kids doing
little kiddies doing this.
Did
It's
this
just
this
fantastic.
in this glorious mishmash of creative people in this brilliant space. Because we love the arts.
And this
centre.
fab gothic pile with a gorgeous inside, gorgeous outside, just lovely.
You've got the squirrel as well, the mad squirrel.
Well, he is.
There he is.
Hannah looks as well.
You've got the front room. There's loads of stuff going on in the front room. Where else is
The
there?
Air Raid Shelter Cafe.
The Air Raid Shelter Cafe, do loads of vintage
doing lots of stuff.
Ruby Moon.
Ruby Moon.
Lovely shop. Loads of independent places. There's a couple in the
A really
Eden Centre.
really cosmopolitan looking high street now as well, I think.
Miletto Lounge is
The
nice.
Miletto Lounge.
And
There's
Desborough
the
Road,
Bellevue, which
Desborough
is
Road
slightly
is-
out of Wickham, but has all sorts of great things going on.
Bimpley's coffee shop over there.
Desborough Road has a
beautiful Nigerian coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, Desborough Road now is
Very
I call
multicultural.
it the poor man's Portobello Road, because that's what it's
People
like
moan
to me.
about it, but there is a lot going on.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a really good, like, cultural mixture of people. Yeah, and people just, we were told by one of the coffee ladies, weren't we? So, yeah.
Right, I think we can wind that one up. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank